Guys, I keep getting asked questions about the Pac-Man and has he lost his speed and how his speed looking from what I've seen in his training. I've been watching Manny Pacquiao's training clips and videos on you know, that have been uploaded by Fight Hub and Fight Hub TV and other, you know, YouTube platforms. And Manny Pacquiao's speed is still phenomenal. His speed is incredible for a guy that's at 40. I wouldn't say his speed is what it was when he was fighting Hatton and guys like that. I think his speed at that point was blinding. But I think his speed is still phenomenal for his age and how old he is. I think his speed is still unbelievable. It's still there as, you know, up there with the fastest hands with probably Khan and Gary Russell. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Pacquiao's, you know, what I've been watching in the video training clips that I've been watching, his speed is frightening. If I'm honest with you, it's frightening. It's really, really fast, and it's something that Thurman's gonna have to, you know, overcome, because I've not seen Thurman fight a speedster or somebody that's gonna trouble him with his hand speed. And I think this is the first time Keith Thurman's gonna come up against somebody that, in my opinion, is gonna trouble him with his hand speed. It's gonna be very intriguing how Keith Thurman adapts, because I know guys like Spence and Crawford would adapt, because I think personally I think they're better boxers than Thurman. I know people think that Thurman's movement, angles and all of that is good, but I think they're cut from a different cloth. I think their skills and ability is completely different to Thurman's. I think Thurman can move, but I think Thurman's not as good as defensively. He's there to be hit. I think those guys are a bit more cute defensively. I think they're a bit harder to hit, whereas Thurman's there to be hit. And I think Pacquiao's hand speed is going to be a problem, big problem for Keith Thurman. And what I've been watching in training from Pacquiao, it doesn't look like his speed has taken a step back. I think his speed is still there. His speed, he's still got that vicious explosiveness speed. And I think for someone like Thurman, who, like I said, is there to be hit, defensively not the most sound boxer you're going to find, I think the speed is going to cause him a lot of trouble, especially early on, because while Keith Thurman is adapting to that speed, I think early on when you're fighting a speedster like Pacquiao, like Khan, like Gary Russell, their speed early on is definitely something that you have to be switched on about, because you're probably used to being, you know, you're probably already thinking that Manny Pacquiao and Khan and Gary Russell are going to be fast. But when you get inside the ring with them, you realize it's a lot faster than you even thought it was. Even though you're preparing yourself for it to be so fast, it's even faster than what you think. Now, what we saw in Khan's last fight against Crawford, that Khan slowed down considerably. I don't think Pacquiao slowed down as much. I think he slowed down a little bit. But the thing is with Pacquiao is different to Khan, because Khan's all speed, whereas Pacquiao is speed and explosive power. He has got power to take you out as well. So that's why you've got to be more alert when you're fighting Pacquiao, because it's not just the speed, it's that power. That left hand that he throws is vicious, and you've got to be careful that don't hit you flush, because if it does, especially for someone like Thurman could be in serious trouble, because we know Thurman's chin is definitely suspect as it is. He can't afford to let Pacquiao be hitting him flush like that. You know, many friends that I've spoken to that actually think that, you know, Thurman's going to be too much for Pacquiao. I just think Pacquiao's style, speed, explosive power is going to be a problem for Thurman, and Thurman is going to have to show something that I haven't seen from Thurman before. Thurman hasn't fought anybody that's got fast hands like Pacquiao. Nowhere close. If you look at Thurman's best opponents, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, they're all slow of hand. They haven't got the fastest hands in the world. Both of those guys. Robert Guerrero again, you know, so Thurman hasn't really fought anyone with that kind of hand speed. This is going to be a shock to the system, because he hasn't fought anybody with that kind of hand speed. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Thurman reacts, how Thurman adapts, especially as the fight goes on. How Thurman takes the shots. It's going to be very intriguing. There's a lot of questions to be answered. That's why I'm so intrigued about this fight. But in terms of Pacquiao losing a step, Pacquiao hasn't lost a step. His speed is still there. His explosiveness is still there. His power has decreased. Now, many people have made many assumptions to why his power's decreased, but you know, he's definitely got enough power to hurt Thurman and take him out, in my opinion. And the speed is going to be a problem. So Thurman's just not just got to be careful of the speed; it's the power coming with that speed as well. So Thurman's going to have to be on his game in order to eliminate that. But I think it's going to be very interesting. But I don't think Pacquiao's lost that much of a step. I think obviously he's not as quick as he was. His power is not as what it was, but it's still very, very dangerous from what I've seen on the pads and on the speed bag. He's so quick still. So leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think if you've seen his videos. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.